So we're just trying to figure out what get to the bottom of the situation, the truth of it, so we can figure out what the chances are to do anything. From what you saw, he didn't deserve to die. Like he
They didn't give him a chance. They could have jumped on and contained him with that many cops. But
yeah,
because when he fell because that taser hit him. So it's not because he tripped or something.
On Sunday the 14th, I was just sitting around at home, and then I got a call saying that my son got shot at the church. And they said, you better get down here. So I had to get my grandkids and get them ready and stuff. And then was getting ready to go that way. And then they called me back, and they said they had him at the hospital, and he passed away. After I got there, they wouldn't let us see him because they said it was under investigation.
Yeah, we're just in town. I'm a friend and a representative of the family, and so we just wanted to come and make contact, see if there's any the results of any work product or investigations or whatever information is appropriate to share at this point.
There's a grand jury, so I'm kind of locked on that I can't do.
There's a grand jury right now.
It's not going on right now, but it will be.
And then when you're talking about a grand jury, are you talking about a grand jury convened to consider the conduct of the officer?
It's the whole situation. Yeah, everything involved. Any shooting in Nebraska, any law enforcement involved shooting, there's a grand jury.
My brother had gave him some more beer, and after that it started a big old argument over a phone. We was in the bathroom, and he kept grabbing my arms, and so I kept trying to push him away, but the third time I tried to push him away, I ended up slipping. I fell in the tub and hit the back of my head, and after that my sister came over, but she also had called the cops at that same time. He went into the kitchen because the cop showed up, and he was like, can you come into the living room so we could talk? And he told him no, that he wasn't going to talk to him, and that he wasn't going to go to jail either. And my sister went to go get my dog before the cop went back there, because my dog would have bit him.
Yeah.
So she went to go grab him, and she said that she goes, what are you doing with those knives? She goes, put him down. She goes, don't be stupid. He just wants to talk to you. And he said that he didn't want to talk to him, and that he wasn't going to go back to jail. So she went out, and she had my dog, and she went out the front door, and that's when he was going to go back there, but Clarence had already left. I told him what I had done Friday to my arm.
Yeah.
And my sister was standing there, my daughter was standing there, and he goes, so that happened Friday? I was like, yeah. And then when Tony John got there, he said that Clarence broke my arm.
I don't know where they came up with that either. They must have misunderstood or something, because her arm, she had it in a sling and whatever, but that happened before this.
But about that time he come back and was all sitting outside the motel, and he was bleeding from the forehead.
That was for me, because I was trying to leave the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
And he wouldn't let me out the door, so I took my daughter's hair straightener.
Okay.
He walked up behind me and he pulled out a couple knives. I said, hey man, calm down. What are you doing, And all that. And he's like, hey man, just give me a ride, get me out of town. And he was following me around the car like that. We was getting in because we was getting ready to go uptown. I was going to get out and stay, see if I could calm him down, because he was pretty freaking out. And they're like, no, just get in. They're all freaking out and kind of scared, And anyways, I got in the car and our windows were down like that, and he was back and kind of walking backwards up towards the sidewalk towards the building, towards the motel like that.
Yeah.
He's like, today I'm going to die.
he's the type of guy that his feelings get hurt easy. So like if your brother or somebody passed away, he's gonna hug you and show you that he cares, you know. He's one of them guys like that. But his feelings get hurt really easy. Probably because of the way his condition is.
He has a learning disability.
It's more like he was slow. I mean, if you told him to write a paragraph or a little statement or something, just doing that, you can kind of tell how he is.
He was on disability at one time till he got incarcerated, and then they took him. Then they cut him off.
Then we kind of lost track of him. You know, we didn't know where he was. We kind of backroaded into the motel, and 3 cops pulled in. Like, hey, are you GR American Nurse? I said, yes, sir. And they're like, you seen Clarence? I said, no. Then about probably a couple minutes in, you know, he's right there walking on the sidewalk, you know, right across the street. I told the cops, you know, be careful, because last I knew, you know, he was freaking out. Yeah. He had a couple of knives. And there's a whole bunch of cops jumped out. They're coming from this way too, you know, a whole bunch of cops just pulling in like that.
Oh, yeah.
They pulled in and they're all on foot, and he was running through those cars like that because they were having church that morning. You could see those guys throwing tasers out there, you know. There's a couple of cops, you know, hot on his ass like that, and he opened that door to that church. About that time, they hit him with that taser, you know. You could tell that they hit him with that taser. You could see that he fell in towards that door, and, you know, he was kind of halfway in, halfway out, and about that same time he hit the floor, that cop pulled his gun and pulled that gun, the trigger twice. He said, pop out, pointed towards the gun, pop out. And that was it. Didn't even give him a chance.
Yeah, he was on the ground.
He was on the ground, you know. They hit him with that taser.
Then they're saying they're praising the priest and the churchgoers that were there are kind of making the police officer that shot Clarence make him look more like he's a hero because he saved him that day. Well, how can he save him that day if they were in there and he was out here? They prayed for him because he saved them from getting hurt.
So in terms of what you want to see for justice over that way towards Rushville, what do you have in mind?
And more coming out and finding out who the real person was that killed him instead of just saying an officer, you know. So that way we feel more comfortable in that way because we can actually get right into who actually killed him. Then if we press charges and I'm looking at it this way, have a lawsuit on the police department and the town of Rushville.